And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Mavericks, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my 3, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule, but veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Ross in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks, on the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Bojanovic is out there with Porzingis, and it's Brunson in at the point. Now, here's Doncic. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Here's Augustine. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12, and he drops that one in. Augustine's got the first points of the night for the Magic.
Yeah, you know, that's a main weapon in Augustine's offensive attack. I mean, he's very comfortable rising up from this area.
Doncic passes to Curry. Over to the wing. Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now, Doncic, after the missed 3 from Vucevic. Brunson with it. Defended now by Fournier. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
And Evan Fournier with a 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Not a fast start for the Mavericks. Looking for their first basket of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Now, here's Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Ross. That shot off the mark. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a two-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling this business in the pros because he's all business.
And that one misses.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Good on the second free throw. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Gordon. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Augustine. Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Shoots over Vucevic. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Gordon. Pass to Ross. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Brunson. Curry passes to Porzingis. Back to Curry. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here is Augustine. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now here's Brunson, guarded closely.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Fournier, and the shot is long.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
They get the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. He feeds it to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
The pass to Doncic. Over Ross. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Magic have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Three-pointer Augustine, but he recovers it. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
It's his first trip to the line.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
First free throw is good.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
And both free throws good for Curry.
You know, as good as the Magic were defensively last year, they were just as challenged offensively. Struggled a bit at that end of the floor. Only 24th in the league in points.
And yes, it's good.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And Doncic, here we go. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Vucevic. And to be fair, Clark, the Magic offense has struggled for about a decade now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, you think about some of the outstanding players they've had in the past, Dwight Howard and Vince Carter. Their impact of that quality offensively just wasn't ever really replaced.
He gets that one.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Magic shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Augustine looking around. Here's Gordon. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Brunson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Orlando trailing here. Augustine passes to Fournier. Vucevic with it. Ross with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And here is Doncic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Feeds to Vucevic. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Curry. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Now here is Augustine. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Augustine on the money from 12 feet away. And it's a 3-point Magic lead.
And I like how crafty Augustine gets in the pick and roll, Kevin. Outstanding at reading what's available and taking advantage of the defense's mistakes.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Wright. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house than the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
And we talk about trying to manufacture points. The Magic a year ago were last in the league in free throw attempts.
And I think a part of that, guys, is they really don't have enough creators, facilitators, playmakers. You need guys who can break the defense down and then make plays for themselves or others, and that gets you to the foul line, but it also gets you easy baskets.
Here's Wright. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Doncic left side. Over Aminu. Here's Powell. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Pass to Aminu. Kicks it to Fultz. 5 on the clock. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 3.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
So it's the Mavericks now. 6 on the shot clock. White against Augustine.
Tell you what, coaches and teammates alike love that kind of effort on the defensive end, guys. Good job by Augustine.
He kicks to Bamba. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Hardaway. Augustine, no luck.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Doncic.
Hardaway Jr. proving he can get it done even under pressure. Excellent confidence.
.151 left in the first quarter. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Augustine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he makes the first. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. He brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
Now here's Wright, and he banks in the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City. Passes it to Augustine. Pass to Birch. Lets it go from deep. Kleba with the rebound. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. They trail by 1. It's stolen by Aminu. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now here's Wright. 43 seconds left to play in the first. And there's the pass to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. Good. Powell's got his second bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Augustine. He's got 6. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's blocked. Barea surveying the floor. Kept alive. And that one's good. Wright's got 6. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas up by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
They've got J.J. Barea. Also, DeLon Wright is out there. Hardaway is out there with Powell. And it's Kleba in at the 4-man position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And, you know, the Magic last year, they hired Steve Clifford as head coach. He's known for his defensive systems, and they allow the 5th fewest points in the league, and they're 6th in block shots. So defense clearly much improved for them.
And the Magic also had the personnel to have a great defense.
You know, you really have to have athleticism and length to be a really good defensive team, and then the willingness to play at that end of the floor. Clifford inherited a roster with that kind of makeup.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Barea. Well, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
Here's Hardaway, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Right outside. Back to Barea. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. The Magic trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Aminu misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Wright, the pass to Powell. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
From downtown, that's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The second chance effort, and it's blocked. Isaac kicks to Augustine. Pass to Fultz. Clock at 6. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in.
And, you know, Fultz has great control on these floaters. Not an easy shot, but he makes it look easy.
Correa, the pass to Hardaway. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And here's Barea outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Powell finds Barea. Back to Powell. Trying to find Wright. He's got it now. Down low. Stolen by Bamba. Baseline try. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Wright. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. TJ Augustine picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Mavericks have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And he can't get the first one. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Aaron Gordon comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Fournier's checked in for Fultz. And it's Ross in for Augustine. Now here's Gordon. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 2. Unloads. No good from Ross.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And he comes up with the deuce. Wright's got 4 points this quarter.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Wright, the pass to Porzingis. Over Gordon. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Orlando with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. Passes to Gordon. There's the triple. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Clarkus Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc. It's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Wright.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
And so Wright nails both of them.
And a not-so-bright spot for the Magic last season. Too many mistakes.
Well, that comes with a young roster, guys. You know that. There's no way to gain experience other than through time and repetition. These guys are still learning, refining their games. But I think the trade-off is worth it because the future is really bright.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Evan Fournier. And there it is for him. Porzingis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Well, Orlando shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Top of the key, Fournier. They need this one. A shot off that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Doncic against Ross. Outside, Porzingis. Over Gordon. And another basket for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The Magic making a switch here. Birch is checked in.
A moment now to see the numbers for Doncic. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year averaged 21 points per, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The Magic trail by 11. The drive by Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, even when the defense is a little handsy, Gordon is a pro at completing these drives.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Look at Curry, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
First one falls for him. Are there any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Now here's Ross. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Fournier's shot is off.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Here's Porzingis. Pass to Brunson. The baseline J. Here's Curry. Tries again. He lays it in. Curry's got 6.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. He's got 8.
Hey, when Seth Curry sees holes in the defense, he pounces on them.
Fournier with the ball. A 20-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. The pass to Ross. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
On the wing, Gordon. He has 6. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Now Fournier. To the middle. Here's Birch. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Curry. Nice D from Fournier. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. 15-point game. Offensive rebound. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
The Magic have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
The Magic trail by 14. Now here's Ross. Pass to Fournier. On the wing, Gordon fires for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Foul. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Orlando also making some changes. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Vucevic. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Terrence Ross. No good on the second free throw. And you remember when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Clark, some questioned whether he had the size to play the power forward position. Not anymore.
Yeah, you take a look at what's important at that position. It's about mobility, versatility, and skill set, and he certainly fits the bill nicely there. He can defend the 3 or even some 4 positions and brings a lot of energy at both ends. Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Fournier dishes to Gordon. 1:12 left to play in the first half. Volts kicks to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Floats one. It's deflected.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Porzingis can't hit. The Magic trail by 17. Here's Fultz. Bamba passes to Fultz. And it's in there. Fultz has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And the shot is good. Mavericks leading by 13. And here's Barea. Jacks up a 3. That shot misses. And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ross in at the small forward position. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. The Magic trail by 14. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. Some last season stats for him. 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical. But time and time again, he drilled the 3 anyway. The free throw drops for Augustine.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustine has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.
Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic passes to Porzingis over Gordon, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game. The Magic shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Stolen by Gordon. And now as Raw's running, he can go all the way. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Gordon using his cat-like quickness there to disrupt the passing lanes, leading to the transition hoop.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Shot.
That free throw good from Ross. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson off target from outside. The Magic trail by 11. Augustine dishes to Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And he converts the layup. Brunson's got 7.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Fournier. The Mavericks making the shot. From deep 3-point range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Curry kicks to Brunson. Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 10.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. The Magic trail by 16. Passes it to Ross. For 3, Fournier gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Pass to Marjanovic. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now the pass to Ross. Outside Fournier. Kicks to Augustine. Pass to Gordon. High post Vucevic. Marjanovic on him. Fader on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
And this is what Seth Curry is out here to do. Able to score in a lot of different ways.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Curry. And to change for the Magic. Aminu's checked in. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Augustine. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. Augustine's got 11 points.
Augustine is a real sniper from beyond the arc. You give him these kinds of looks, you're going to regret it.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Over Ross. Another shot. It's deflected. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in. Now here is Augustine. He's got 11. Good on the baseline, Jay. He's got 13.
And Augustine has a smooth release. I mean, his jumper is straight catch.
Wright, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Wright. Doncic right side. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway from outside. Aminu grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 12. Takes it from 10. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Oh, the speed of T. Ross. Really something to see in the open court.
For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Wright, the pass to Doncic. Here's Kleber. He's covered by Isaac. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
The pass to Vucevic. And that one is off. Nice D from Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. He's guarded by Ross. Right from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Augustine with it. He's got 13. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Isaac. Clock at 6. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Isaac's got his second bucket of the night. Dallas leading by 9. Doncic outside. Aminu over to help. Wright for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Wright's got 15.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Magic have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Augustine against Porzingis. Inside. Doncic with the steal. Here's Kleber. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen by Aminu. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. Here's Isaac. Kept alive Orlando, but they recover it.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
The Magic trail by 14. Now Augustine passes it to Vucevic. Nice D from Porzingis.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Hardaway passes to Kleba over Aminu. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And stolen by Wright. On the wing, Hardaway. From past the arc. Here's Porzingis. Doesn't go for him. So Orlando will take it the other way. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for DeLon Wright. The Magic also changing it up. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Khem Birch comes in for Isaac. And it's Fulton for Augustine.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Magic have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic, down by 15. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Brunson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Brunson. How he performed last season. Averaged about 9 points per game. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now when you look at Mo Bamba with his size around 7'1" in height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
Here's Doncic following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Powell finds Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway with it. Guarded by Fultz. Fades away. Hardaway, no good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Fultz dishes to Ross. Pass to Aminu. And it's blocked. They recover it. The shot by Birch, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Fultz. 8 points for him. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Ross. He's got 11. Plenty of space. Here's Bamba. Doncic comes with the double team. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Orlando, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
A top 10 pick in the 2018 draft, Mohamed Bamba. Mo Bamba for short is a terrific athlete and has a great work ethic too.
Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. Orlando also making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Aminu. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Ross. He hits both from the stripe. Mavericks leading by 12. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Here's Powell. Bamba with the block. But they'll get another chance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kleba. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by 14. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Magic trail by 14. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now, here's Fournier. Down low. And the basket by Gordon.
And the release on the jumper from Gordon is just pure. A lot of that hard work paying dividends. I'd like to see him drain these looks more often.
Here's Brunson. Here's the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Pass to Birch. Up top, Bamba. He kicks it to Fournier. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the first one drops. DJ Augustine's checked in for Fultz. And so he hits both. The Magic trail by 17. And here's Augustine. Passes to Gordon. Back to Augustine. Fournier against Curry. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Fournier's shot is off.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Marjanovic, great positioning on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Powell. Now Doncic, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Augustine. Fournier with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Fournier against Curry, and he gets the bucket. That's now 8 points for Evan Fournier.
The defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid as going despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
Here's Doncic. Turnaround Jay, and that one's good. Marjanovic. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Outside Fournier. Again, the Magic score.
From the mid-range area, Fournier very, very gifted. As a pure shooter, he's as good as we have in the league.
Doncic outside. Back to Brunson. To the middle. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Fournier against Curry. Left side Fournier, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Gordon finds Vucevic. Here's Augustine. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Brunson. It's Curry outside. They get it again. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. The Magic trail by 18. There's Gordon with the 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Mavericks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the inside, Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Magic have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Augustine with it. Here's Vucevic. Fades. Yep, it counts.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Augustine. With some arc and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. DJ Augustine picks one up. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Here's Augustine. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Doncic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Doncic has got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Augustine. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. To the paint. Here's Fournier. Makes it off the glass. Fournier's got 6 in the quarter.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
Curry with it. Defended now by Fournier. Brunson, good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Augustine, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
You know, Augustine, when he's attacking, playing downhill, trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and puts him in a tough spot guarding him.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. Mavericks leading by 22. Inside, here's Marjanovic. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Augustine dishes to Fournier. Shoots over Curry. The Magic again can't hit. Mavericks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And that one, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. Fires the three, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 17 points for Porzingis.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
A little bit of a down season for Evan Fournier in 2018-19.
Yeah, it was, Kevin. I mean, he got the same minutes, but his percentages were down. He's out there for his offense, so he's got to be more efficient going forward.
And he makes the first. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Frazier, he's checked in for Orlando. Porzingis can't hit. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for Orlando. A shot by Frazier, no good. Barea with it. Now defended by Carter Williams.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And he banks in the layup. Carter Williams has got his first points of the game.
Carter Williams is a wily, wiry athlete who finishes well through contact. There's little you can do short of fouling him to keep him from making these shots.
Now here's Jackson. Dallas moving it around. Here's Finney-Smith. Second chance shot. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Now Frazier. Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup. Porzingis has got 23.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Here's Frazier. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Barea kicks to Porzingis. Barea against Vucevic. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Good, great play set up by Frazier. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Correa, the pass to Jackson. It's blocked. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the pass to Porzingis goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there, just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize.
The Magic making a switch here. Birch is checked in. A free throw off from Porzingis. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Now here's Isaac. A shot by Frazier, no good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, Kevin. I mean, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the first one at the line is good.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
Now here's Jackson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.